Is Australia the most mentally unwell young country in the West? This is not an opinion. This is the available research. These are the data OpenAI was able to find regarding the prevalence of mental disorders during the previous 12 months among young people in Western countries where reasonably comparable national data were available. There is an important limitation. There is no single international survey using identical methodology in every Western country, so this cannot establish a definitive world ranking. But among the national datasets examined, we did not find a sufficiently comparable young adult result that clearly exceeded Australia's. Watching the political protests involving young people in Melbourne this week got me wondering about something completely separate. Just how common are mental disorders among young Australians? So I went looking at the available national data. The results surprised me. Australia, 38.8%. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics 2020 to 2022 National Study of Mental Health and Wellbeing, 38.8% of Australians aged 16 to 24 met the survey criteria for a mental disorder during the previous 12 months. That's almost 2 in every 5 young Australians. The figure was even higher among young women. Women aged 16 to 24, 45.5%. Men aged 16 to 24, 32.4%. Anxiety disorders were particularly common. Germany about 37%. Germany comes closest among the national diagnostic research examined, although its age bracket was 18 to 34, substantially wider than Australia's, and the German research is older. This isn't therefore a clean head-to-head comparison. Canada, 33.7%. Statistics Canada's 2022 survey found 33.7% of 15 to 24-year-olds met criteria for a mental or substance use disorder during the preceding 12 months. That's an especially useful comparison because the Canadian age bracket is very close to Australia's. United States, 33.2%. The United States government's 2024 National Survey on Drug Use and Health found 33.2% of Americans aged 18 to 25 experienced any mental illness during the preceding 12 months. So among the reasonably comparable national figures examined, Australia, 38.8%, Germany, approximately 37%, Canada, 30%, United States, 33.2%. Germany uses the substantially broader 18 to 34 age bracket and all data, so its figures should be treated cautiously when comparing it with Australia. These figures do not constitute an official international league table. Different countries use different diagnostic instruments, definitions, age brackets, and survey periods. They also do not mean that 38.8% of young Australians are severely psychiatrically ill. Australia's measure covers anxiety, affective and substance use disorders, with anxiety accounting for a substantial proportion of the result. What the available research does show is striking. Among the reasonably comparable Western national datasets examined, Australia's 38.8% is the highest figure we found. That does not prove that no Western country has a higher rate. It means we found no sufficiently comparable national data demonstrating one. And regardless of rankings, perhaps the most remarkable statistic is simply this. Almost 2 in 5 Australians aged 16 to 24 met the Australian Bureau of Statistics criteria for a mental disorder during a single 12-month period. Whatever your politics, that's a statistic worth talking about.